bottom, me and squad got it. And we made it through them problems, now it's God body. We eat, sleep, breathe this, wave till they see sick. Do it right the first time, they all try to remix. Yeah, they grinded, but we grinded different. Tell them they time is ticking, but we time a fish. Bet not leave a minute, stop it. Something like the goat off in that pocket. Whole squizzy riding with me, who gon' stop it? My day ones had to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this.
Just a stone's throw from historic Monument Circle in downtown Indianapolis. We are at the beautiful Lucas Oil Stadium. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the New England Patriots and the Indianapolis Colts. Here's the former Florida Gator Eddie Pinheiro to get us started, and we are underway from Indianapolis. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get this out to the 30-yard line. A good start. One play, 10 yards. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. The Colts at 9-4 now on the year, and they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Here's a handoff out of the gun. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. This defense for the Patriots, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game. On third down, Strong. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Jackson, the man in motion left. Throwing Jones. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Jones, eluding the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Looking to throw. Jones. And he comes back with one complete.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw.
Out left and complete to Thornton.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
On the draw is Taylor.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
1st and goal at the 1.
Back to throw. Jones to the right side, complete to Taylor. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we've got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Taylor.
No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. Looking at this situation, if you're at the 1, the 2, maybe you go for it. From here, you kick it.
I agree. I think you have to get points in this situation. 4th down, I don't chance it at all. I put the points on the board and go back and regroup.
Here's Jones throwing on 4th down.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Colts are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, Charles certainly circled that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said, take the 3. But it looks like they burned the book and just said, give me the analytics. And the analytics said, go for it. Didn't work out.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. We're scoreless after 1.
Here's 2nd and 9.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it.
That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now a play fake here on first down. And this one is incomplete.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down.
And a loose football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it. And having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Steps away. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll dump this down to Stevenson. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On first down, Strong. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
Pierce has it knocked loose.
And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Devin McCourty brings him down. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
To throw on 3rd down. Strong. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there.
His 12th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Colts have got it back to within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
Jones, off play action. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now Jones on 1st and 10.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
On 2nd and 10, Jones.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Colts will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Strong. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
A final shot before break. Strong. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. First and 10, Taylor now. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Second down, another run with Taylor. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Jones now throwing on first down, and he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage, and when you make tackles like that, you're holding.
Oh, and Jones has just thrown his third interception. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Colts are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
A gain of 3, second down. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Looking to throw on second down. Strong. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. So 8 yards on the completion there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. From the gun on 3rd down. Strong.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw. Strong. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception.
And now the rookie's free. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season.
And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Colts. Brandon Ayuk, his second touchdown on the season, and the Colts are back within a score. The point after is good, and it leads down to a field goal at 17-14. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Jones. He's got his man, Thornton. And he will have a Patriots 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Looking to throw. Jones. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Bradley Chubb in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones escaping the pressure right. Downfield and caught by Thornton. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front. And it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score. And
touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots will add to their fourth quarter lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Throwing on first down. Strong. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On first and 10, Strong. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. On first down, Strong. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And then he's stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pike. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Jones. He gets this to Thornton. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The clock showing 19 seconds to go. And the Patriots are going to recover, and that should just about assure victory. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Jones to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
Yeah, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Patriots, the final 3 weeks are going to tell the story as they move to 9-5 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.